So do you know where you're going, Hendrix?
We tracked Professor Carson to a building on Stafford and Washington Boulevard. Figure is using as a base of operations. We were gonna sit and wait on the intel, but based on these recent developments, we've gotta act now. So, Doctor, tell me about your work. Why would you make such a dangerous device?
People like you don't understand how much jeopardy this planet's in. Our work is critical to allow humanity to meet this problem. What do? Walk around flashing that badge all day?
You'd be surprised, Doctor. The badge is an unfortunate necessity. I prefer to use my trusty Desert Eagle. It's been faithful to me through many a shootout.
Great, so I'm paired up with a big, brutish trigger finger.
If we get into trouble, you'll thank me later.
I don't imagine FBI guys see that much action. You ex-military?
Good deduction, Doctor. You may be actually worth the extra weight. I'm ex-Navy SEAL, before that Delta Force. The Army wasn't too happy to lose me to the Navy, and then the Navy wasn't too happy to lose me to the FBI. But needless to say, I found myself in plenty of pickles out there defending my country, while nerds like you sat at home.
You have no idea how important my work is to saving the planet. On all levels, human activity is threatening biodiversity.
Don't extinctions happen naturally, like the dinosaurs?
That's a popular answer, also a dumb one. The rate of extinctions has never been as high as it is over a long period of time as it is now. We load up the environment with nitrogenous wastes from agriculture. It's exceeding the critical load, the amount that can be absorbed safely by the environment. The burning of fossil fuels is releasing sulfur that creates acid rain, killing off species. We destabilize the global climate with carbon emissions. We're releasing toxins into the water that become more powerful at each step of the food chain, a process called biological magnification. Ever heard of DDT?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a prime example of magnifying toxin we're loading the environment up with. Don't even get me started on CFCs, which are poking holes in our ozone layer like Swiss cheese, opening us up to harmful UV radiation.
I won't ask then. Does this stuff really matter anyways? Why should we care about species and animals and stuff?
What a simpleton question. There are 3 types of biodiversity, and we're killing all 3. Genetic diversity is being lowered by our homogenizing of environments. Soon we won't be able to capitalize on unique genes that we can implant and splice into our food crops. Species diversity is also obviously being lost every time we carelessly drive another species to extinction. It's weakening the food chain and making human resources more unstable. And ecosystem diversity is being lost every time we chop down another rainforest, eliminating habitats for animals and forcing them to emigrate to new areas, new biomes that they don't belong in.
Alright, simmer down, Earth Boy, we're here.
Do you hear anything?
Give you some of these.
Just in video games.
It's pretty much the same thing. Wait, quiet. I hear something. Go ahead.
Hey, do anything?
Hell no, I don't want anything, man.
Nice work.
Yo, take a look around.
You sure? Hey, there's some laboratory equipment here. Looks like they've moved recently, but they left a laptop. Hey, Hendrix. Hendrix, come over here.
What's up?
There's a password. Do you have any ideas?
Try catharsis.
Welcome.
How'd you know that?
It's Latin for purging. The doctor's a fanatic. He's used it before.
Oh man, this is not good. No, that's not good.
What's not good? What is it?
This is the protein formula for whatever he's making. It's complex, beautiful even. It doesn't tell me what the virus does, but it tells me what its coat looks like.
It's coat?
Yes, it's coat, it's viral coat. All these glycoproteins, all the proteins, they're artificial. They've been perfectly designed. So impeccable, so perfect. It's artificial, but it's organic. No human body has immunity to it.
You're saying it bypasses the immune system?
Yeah, almost completely ignores it.
How is that possible? I mean, our bodies are supposed to be perfect at fighting this sort of thing.
We do have some innate immunity in certain organisms. Don't present the right MHC molecule.
English.
That's not enough. See, our acquired immunological responses is the bulk of our body's resistance. See, our body manufactures millions of different T cells and B cells, each with a different receptor, a random receptor for different possible viruses or bacteria.
Right, and when they encounter something with their matching receptor, they multiply. That's why we get stronger immune responses.
Exactly. These viral proteins have been perfectly designed. The body doesn't make random receptors for these proteins. It means that we'll never have a secondary response to it. The body will never know what's hit it.
Alright, Young, keep poking around. I'm gonna go search outside.
You know, man, he's been down there for a long time. So fun. Joe, where you at, man?
CSC is cleaning the place up. You alright?
No, I'm not alright. I mean, I was just taken hostage, I had guns shot at me, you almost shot me in the face. No, I'm not alright.
You gotta stay with me here, Young. We have to find Professor Carson together.
I'm not like you, alright? I'm not like gung-ho, tough, buff guy. I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist. I can't do this.
So you could use a workout here or there. That doesn't matter. What matters is there's a crazy guy out there with a dangerous pathogen that you know how to stop.
Why do I get the feeling that you're gonna put me through even more today? I know where he is. He's at the Carolina lab.
How do you know that?
When I was poking around the laptop, I saw a lot of documents that were headed Carolina Laboratory. It's an all-purpose laboratory, not too far away from here. It must be where he's relocated his equipment and all his henchmen.
Alright, sounds like our best bet.
I've been thinking earlier about that formula I saw on the laptop.
You can just think about that from memory?
You brought me along for a reason. I'm beginning to remember it resembled the molecular formula for iron quite a bit.
Let me guess. It'll bind to hemoglobin in our blood and kill us like carbon monoxide?
I'm impressed. Didn't know a brute like you would have paid attention during class.
I have my moments.
It is a bit like carbon monoxide, but capable of spreading, reproducing, multiplying exponentially, obviously not susceptible to simply dissipating in the atmosphere. And instead of acting just in the bloodstream, my nanobots will allow the virus to infect deep inside the spleen and bone marrow. The man is crazy. I don't know what he's trying to do, what he's trying to accomplish, really. Maybe we don't have the whole story.
All I know is there's a crazy asshole out there with dangerous nanobots and a dangerous pathogen, and we have to stop him.
Yeah, that's a given. But why? This man was once brilliant. He probably still is, just a little deranged. He's created the perfect agent, both able to ignore the human immune system and destroy the body effectively, and with no sane explanation at all.